In a world where the skies stretch forever, and the ground is nothing but a distant memory, a brave adventurer sets out on a journey like no other. Steve, hardened by haunted dungeons and frowning depths, now turns his gaze upward, drawn by whispers of floating islands shimmering high above the clouds, hidden from the eyes of the world. With only his worn iron armor, a trusty pickaxe, a satchel of supplies, and an unbreakable spirit, Steve begins to build his tower to the heavens. Block by block, he rises higher and higher. The ground vanishes below, swallowed by endless blue. The winds howl around him, fierce and wild, like ancient spirits singing forgotten songs. Finally, Steve breaks through the thick, swirling clouds, and what he sees takes his breath away. Floating islands, wrapped in mist, drift silently through the sky. Forests grow atop them, waterfalls spill into nothingness, and sparkling rivers snake between ancient trees. It is a world untouched by time and filled with secrets. But Steve knows, where there is beauty, danger often hides. Strange creatures roam these lands. Silver-eyed ender foxes flicker between the trees like living shadows. Wind creepers swoop silently through the air, their forms vanishing into the clouds without a sound. Steve steps carefully onto the first island, his boots sinking into soft, dew-soaked moss. Every muscle tense, every heartbeat loud in his ears. Suddenly, a deep roar shakes the sky. A guardian of stone and storm rises from the earth. Massive, ancient, its eyes glowing with fierce light. Without hesitation, Steve readies his sword. The battle begins swift, brutal, and unforgiving. He dodges crushing blows, strikes with precision, moving like a leaf in the raging wind. At last, the giant crumbles into dust, leaving behind a shimmering golden key, pulsing softly with ancient power. Steve takes it in his hand, feeling warmth surge through him. The key floats, pointing unwaveringly toward a distant island, shrouded in mist and mystery. Determined, Steve crafts a narrow bridge of cobblestone, each block a silent challenge against the endless drop below. The bridge sways dangerously with every gust of wind. Step by step, Steve moves forward, a lone figure balanced between sky and oblivion. On the second island, the ruins of a forgotten temple rise from the earth. Vines twist around broken columns, and the air hums with unseen magic. Inside, ancient puzzles guard the temple's heart. With clever hands and a sharp mind, Steve solves them, unlocking hidden chambers filled with enchanted armor, relics of power, and maps that speak of a kingdom lost to time. Piece by piece, the story unfolds, a kingdom that dared to rule the skies, only to be cast down by the wrath of the gods. As Steve reads their history, he realizes his journey is no longer just survival. It is a mission to uncover the lost secrets of the Sky Kingdom, and perhaps to restore what was broken. But the sky grows dark. Thunder rumbles across the islands. A colossal storm tears at the fragile bridges and trees, splitting stone and shredding wood with merciless force. Steve races for shelter, his torchlight flickering wildly as he dives into a hidden cave. Inside, he finds an ancient spiral staircase, leading deep into the island's forgotten heart. Down and down he goes, until he emerges into a sanctuary of light and crystal, floating at the very center of the storm. There, a grand portal stands silent, surrounded by floating rooms that whisper in forgotten tongues. But the portal is dormant, waiting to be awakened. To do so, Steve must gather the lost relics hidden across the sky. His greatest journey has only just begun. As the storm clears and sunlight floods the broken world, new islands drift into view, jungles, volcanoes, glittering tundras, all waiting to be explored. Dragons with scales like glittering emeralds soar above, and strange machines hum deep within ancient ruins. Steve grips his sword tighter. With a deep breath, he steps onto a new path, ready to face whichever challenges the skies hold. The adventure continues, higher and higher, beyond the clouds, beyond the stars, into legend. The Sky Kingdom awaits.